What if the noble warriors you admire weren't as honorable as you thought? The image of the samurai is one of discipline, honor, and loyalty, keepers of the sacred code of bushido, where service to their lord came above all else. Their sharp blades and stoic nature are legendary, immortalized in countless stories. But behind this carefully curated reputation lies a shadowed truth that history seldom reveals. Beneath the surface, the samurai harbored dark secrets, secrets of betrayal, greed, cruelty, and a thirst for power that defied the very code they swore to uphold. Stay tuned as we uncover the chilling truths behind the samurai's blood-soaked legacy and the hidden forces that drove their actions. The samurai were bound to a strict code, bushido, which emphasized loyalty, courage, and moral righteousness. However, this idealistic portrayal masks the violent and coercive realities many samurai faced. Honor, in the samurai world, came at a steep price. One of the most disturbing practices associated with the samurai was seppuku, a ritualistic form of suicide often committed to preserve honor. While depicted as a voluntary act of loyalty, seppuku was frequently forced upon samurai by their lords. Many were coerced into taking their own lives for minor offenses or political expediency. Entire families were sometimes ordered to commit seppuku to avoid scandal, their deaths used to cover up their lord's shame. The very code that was supposed to protect their honor became a weapon used against them. Imagine standing in a quiet, candlelit room, the pressure of centuries-old traditions bearing down on you, as your lord's command demands that you take your life, not for dishonor you caused, but to save their reputation. The romanticized image of the samurai emphasizes their unwavering loyalty to their lords. Yet history reveals a different reality. Samurai were often pawns in a dangerous game of power and betrayal. The Sengoku period, known as the Age of Warring States, saw countless samurai clans vying for dominance, and allegiances shifted as quickly as the tides of battle. Samurai would abandon their lords without hesitation if a better opportunity presented itself. Honor, it seemed, was often sacrificed in the name of personal ambition. One of the most infamous betrayals in samurai history occurred in 1582. Akechi Mitsuhide, a trusted samurai general, turned against his master, Oda Nobunaga, one of Japan's most powerful warlords. Mitsuhide's treachery led to Nobunaga's death in Kyoto, forcing him to commit seppuku. The betrayal shocked Japan, revealing how quickly loyalty could be cast aside when the prospect of power arose. How many other betrayals were hidden behind the veil of honor? While the samurai were revered by many, they were feared by even more. As the ruling class, they exerted absolute power over the peasants, often with terrifying cruelty. The samurai's sense of superiority allowed them to brutalize the common people without consequence. A peasant's slightest mistake could lead to execution on the spot, as the samurai wielded their power like a blade over the heads of the powerless. Laws permitted the samurai to kill peasants who disrespected them or failed to show proper deference, a practice called kiratsut gomen. Some samurai took full advantage of this privilege, cutting down peasants in displays of power, violence, and control. For the samurai, their code applied only to those in their ranks. For the lower classes, it was a reign of terror. How can a warrior claim to follow a code of honor while striking fear into the hearts of their own people? As Japan entered periods of peace, many samurai found themselves without battles to fight, and a new threat emerged from within their ranks. Unemployed samurai, known as Ronin, roamed the countryside, selling their services to the highest bidder. Some entered into dark alliances with organized crime groups, such as the Yakuza, to survive. These once noble warriors turned to extortion, gambling rings, and assassinations, abandoning the code of bushido in favor of greed and lawlessness. Bushido was no longer a path to honor but a fading ideal, discarded by many in their desperation. Samurai who once pledged their swords in service to their lords now wielded them in the service of crime. Even as the samurai faded into history with the rise of modern Japan, their dark secrets continued to haunt the present. The samurai's reputation for honor and loyalty lives on, but the truth is far more complex. They were warriors shaped by war, betrayal, and the corrupting influence of power. The true history of the samurai is a story of contradictions, a tale of honor forged in blood, loyalty betrayed for ambition, and the twisted morality of men bound by a code they often did not follow. The true legacy of the samurai is not one of unswerving honor, but of shadows, where blood and betrayal ran deeper than any code of conduct. Stay tuned for more untold histories, where the truth is darker than the legends.